one.
All right, welcome back, everyone. We're starting up our third season today. Welcome back to Football Fan Talk. I am a humble host, Big G.
And it's your boy, the young architect, back at it again.
Yes, indeed. I know it's preseason, y'all, but we want to start it up early, let you know we're back. I'm gonna do it every week going into the football season. But when football season starts, we will be doing it on Thursday nights instead of Sundays. But just giving everybody a precursor, in 3 weeks, we will be reversing and going on Thursday nights. So, what's up, Architect? How's it been going, man? We'd had a nice little hiatus. What you been up to?
Hey, man, just keeping a tab on what's going on in the sports world and living life, man, just enjoying life. You?
Pretty much the same, man. Just trying to count down. Actually, I'm counting it down to college football. I'm looking forward to that. But when the NFL starts, I'll be right there ready with that too.
Definitely.
Speaking of the NFL, we had a nice little preseason week, and we had the Raiders and Niners getting down today.
Yeah.
Of course, the Niners are looking forward to making a Super Bowl run. The Raiders kind of looking forward just to having a solid season for what we think. They may surprise some people, may make a run. But today, they gave the Raider Nation some hope. They smashed the Niners 34-7. But it is preseason, no starters played, and you being the the show Raider fan, Raider Michael couldn't be here tonight. But what's your assessment of what went down today?
I like what I saw to Aiden O'Connell, man. Although he went against backups and stuff like that.
Hey, man, what
he
if you
looked
look
poised
bad
in the
against the
pockets.
backup? He looked
That's
good.
what I'm saying. That's what I'm
He looked
saying.
damn good.
It's still the NFL. You still have professionals and veterans on the backups as well. But I would say for sure, I like what I saw out of Aiden O'Connell. At first, I never even heard of him because I don't watch Purdue football.
I watched him play at Purdue.
But I looked up his stats, and the man was accurate as hell, and he showed that again today. The run game looked good. Looked like we were getting some pressure early on the Niners, which looked really good as well, saying that we really didn't have that at all last year. And even the DBs, they were looking kind of solid. Nothing crazy. I think we had an interception or something. I think we had one interception. But all in all, I think, going forward, I'm a little more, I'm not gonna say I'm sold on Josh McDaniels, but he's turned me into I can see if he successfully like has a chance really. Um I think that they can make something shake. Now going forward, I don't know, man, if Jimmy G or anything is gonna make a difference because I also did see Derek Carr play today and he looked immaculate. So so I'm kind of like, shit. You know what I'm saying? But all in all, good. Now I will say on the flip side, I'm gonna go ahead and talk about that later, but I'm going to go ahead and see what you saw about the little Raider side of it as well.
Well, you know what? I try not to put much into it when it comes to the Raiders and it comes to preseason because they always seem to do well in the preseason and give the fan base a nice little glimmer of hope, only to get into the season and then things fall apart.
Yep.
But I must say, they look good on both sides of the ball, you know? And the thing is, you kind of try to look and see which teams are building for depth, which teams are building for like to make a run, just different things. You look for different things in the preseason. So for the Niners, I really was looking at the quarterback position. And for me, and I hate to say it, Trey Lance just doesn't look the part to me. Although if you look at his stats, he looks solid, man. He's solid. He's 10 of 15 for 112, 1 TD. But, just looking, when I look at quarterbacks, I like to look at who has command of the game and how they're leading their teams. And I just don't look at him like he's in command, man. O'Connell looked more in charge and command of the Raiders offense than he looked for the Niners. So
absolutely,
I was like, all right, now let me see how Darnold looked when he comes in. And, 5 of 8, 84 yards, nothing spectacular. He looked like the same old Sam Darnold to me, too, because I believe he threw one that should have been intercepted that didn't.
Yeah, it bounced off dude's shoulder, or like went right by dude's shoulder. Yeah.
I'm like, Niners, they're starting team, of course. That's a playoff team. They're going to make a run. So
for sure.
the thing with that is just you're looking for depth. And as far as depth for them, I'm like, I don't know. I mean, I was surprised. The Raiders ran the ball right up the damn gut. You know
Yeah,
what I
yeah,
mean? They didn't look like there's much resistance. So I was like, but again, it is against backups. So, you can't give it much credence. It is what it is. But, it's preseason. I really just don't trip over preseason like that. But
yeah.
for the show's sake, and also, I want to follow a little more intently this year. So, it wasn't bad, man. I
I will
mean,
say, oh, go ahead.
no, I'm saying all in all, just looking at it, if I'm a Raiders fan, hey, I still look at it like, hey, I got some hope. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
If
yeah.
I'm a Niners fan, I ain't tripping.
I will say this, man. Looking at the Raiders running the ball, it did kind of get me scared that we weren't going to re-sign Josh Jacobs, man.
Yeah, I hope that's not a
I
precursor.
I hope that's not the case because I'm gonna be in all honesty. I love Zamir White's cool. Who's that other dude? Samir or whatever his name, whatever his name was. He cool, but they ain't Josh Jacobs, man. Like we need that type of dude, especially like he hasn't been riddled with injuries. He's been nicked here and there, but
Yeah.
definitely he's gonna have to be there for us to have, I feel, success.
Yeah. You damn sure you're gonna need him to control the line of scrimmage and control the not the line of scrimmage, but the clock. You know what I'm saying? The Raiders gonna have to control the line of scrimmage, and he's gonna have to run the ball and control the clock because y'all not gonna win a shootout. You know what I'm saying? Not with Jimmy G. So speaking of which, like the training camp news, just saying, his arm doesn't look 100% healthy. He's not like the ball doesn't have zip. You know what I
Yeah,
mean? He throwing some floaters, and you know there may be some concern there,
yeah.
but shit, who knows? Maybe Aiden O'Connell will pull a Dak Prescott, man. You know what I'm saying?
Hey,
You know what I
I ain't
mean?
gonna be mad at that. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, but like I really took it in just because again, saw Derek Carr play and I was like, damn. I was like, damn, he looked good. Like I
Yeah, man.
was like, he
Hey,
playing with a damn vengeance.
Derek Carr looked kind of saucy out there, man. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
man.
He put up some numbers, man. I believe. Let me see. I have his little stat line somewhere around here. I'll find it later. Maybe let's look it up now.
Yeah, Derek Carr stats.
Yeah, because he looks sharp, man.
He
Actually,
did, man.
the Saints look sharp. Period.
They do. They do. They do.
I think they're poised to win that division. I think Derek Carr. A lot of Raiders fans are going to be wishing that he was still on the team this year, man.
Look, today he went 6 for 8, had 75% completion percentage, 70 yards, averaged 8 yards a throw, and threw a touchdown. And his longest pass was 18 yards.
So he
So
got in there, got busy, got out.
he scored. He showed them that they could score, and was like, "All right, I'm out of here."
Yeah,
And
and they know.
he did that shit with Dennis Allen. I am upset. Like,
Yeah, man. And then even what's his name? Oh, Jameis. Jameis.
yeah, J-Bo. Hey, Michael Thomas was out there today. Shit, you know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
yeah.
Like, man, we'll
Oh shit.
see. Somebody getting their
Damn,
car
you hear
popped.
that?
Yeah, somebody getting their car popped, huh?
think I think Lynette trying to sabotage me. Man.
Yeah, man. I mean, but hey, what you think about your boys, man? I saw a little bit of the game. I didn't watch too much. I saw one big play, like y'all
Which
almost
one?
the Cowboys game. Y'all played the
Oh yeah, yeah.
Jags. I saw that one big highlight play that the Jags had when y'all almost sacked him, but he threw a tub. I was like, oh
Yeah, yeah,
shit.
yeah, yeah. Well, for us, same thing. I'm looking for depth, man. I'm not looking for nothing spectacular. Uh, but I believe we may have found a nice little secret weapon in Deuce Vaughn.
Yeah, I like Deuce. He looked
Deuce
good.
could play. I mean, I
Yeah, he
liked
looked
him
good.
at K State, and his dad is the Dallas Cowboys running back coach, one of them.
Yeah, they showed the
Uh,
video of him drafting him. Yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
So the boy got shake. He got shake, and then they're saying like CD is fabulous. You got whatchamacallit over there, Brandon Cooks. So Dak got weapons. There's no
Yeah.
excuse.
Y'all still got Ty or no?
I don't think so. I looked. I didn't see any of his no news on him.
Okay.
So maybe because I know he is retired and then he came back. So it might have been a 1 year thing. I haven't heard
Yeah.
anything.
Yeah, I just
But
looked it up. He a free agent right now.
yeah. So I think we got a lot of depth at wide receiver anyway. It's
Mhm.
not like I don't think we need him. But young Tito is asking, what is Kamara's situation? You know anything about it?
He got a 3-game suspension. That's about it for the most part. He got that little 3 games, and then he'll be right back into the fold of things. So he's not really missing out on much. So I'm sure they'll give him a little, some preseason reps so that way he stays ready.
Yeah. Nobody picked up Zeke yet or Cook.
What's it called? It's looking like he might re-sign back with the Cowboys. That it
Zeke,
said it said the Cowboys have some a lot of interest in bringing him back.
hey, I'll bring him back. At a nice little reduced price.
That's what
Why
I'm
not?
saying. Y'all ain't paying him goddamn 90 million, so it's it.
He knows the system,
He does. He does.
but more or less, I was kind of trying to look at the offense to see what it's gonna look like, and I believe we have something. What's his
Yeah.
name? Third string quarterback. He played. Who
Not
was it?
Cooper Rush. Who was it?
Not Cooper Rush, man. The other cat that played. Dude was slinging it. I forgot. I liked him. Oh, from West Virginia.
Oh, Will Greer.
Will
Yeah.
Greer. That boy, he looked like he got command of the offense. So I was just like,
Mhm.
that's a good thing. You know what I mean? But I'm not too much into looking at the third string quarterback and then have my hopes on him. But I
Mhm.
like the fact that Dak is injury prone and we need some solid backups.
Yeah.
And it was proven last year when the Niners went to Philly, bro. You got to
Y'all
have a
miss.
solid,
Gotta
you got
have
to
a
have a
backup.
solid backup.
Yeah. Yeah.
So in their case, I think having those 3 quarterbacks, having Lance, Darnold, and what's his name?
Purdy.
Lance, Darnold, and Purdy. They learn their lesson. They'll be cool. You're gonna need at least 2 good, solid quarterbacks in the league.
I wouldn't be surprised if they pick up someone else, maybe.
Why?
Because if Trey Lance doesn't work out, I mean, I can see them trading him. You know what I
Well, I
mean?
definitely think they're gonna they that's the hope. Because right now, I believe I heard something where he looks like he could be third string.
Yeah.
I'm saying so. You don't want to be paying a third string quarterback $9 million.
You don't, man. I mean,
You know,
it's on them though. They traded up to get the boy. I still don't know why. I still don't know why. Because even kept coming out, I mean, yeah, he put up the stats or whatever, but if you watched him play, he didn't really look all that like he didn't look like he had that factor. You know what I
well,
mean?
the crazy thing is, they said like once they got him in, they thought he was more nimble, which
Mm.
he's not. He's more of a power runner.
Yeah, for
And
sure.
then with his arm, it was strong, but it lacks accuracy. And I'm like, damn, I wonder who they send out to see these players, because that's exactly what I saw when I look at him when he's at North
Yeah.
Dakota.
Yeah.
Was it North Dakota State?
Yeah.
But when
They
he
tried
was
their
running, a ball, he was running over people because he was
yeah.
bigger. And
He was
then
kind of like Cam Newton.
yeah, and then when he threw the ball, he threw lasers. But it's like, okay, you're 6'3",
Oh,
6'4", you can throw
damn.
hard. That's kind of par for course for a quarterback.
I just thought about it since you said that. It kind of remind me of Timmy Tebow.
I don't think he that bad, man.
I think he
Yeah,
might be. I think he might be, dog.
nah, I don't think he that bad,
I
man.
don't know, man. I don't know.
Shit, yeah, Tebow, that's he couldn't throw to save his life, man.
Like, shit.
Uh, I don't know, man. I don't think he's that bad. Shit.
We'll see. We'll see, man.
But in the Niners situation this year, you got to look at their division.
Mhm.
Arizona, they ain't gonna be worth
Trash.
they ain't
Garbage.
worth 2 dead flies. So you
Yeah.
don't have to worry about them. X that out. The Rams they're old. They're an old
Oh,
team.
I got a prediction for the Rams
Then
too,
Cup
man.
Cup is hurt right now, right?
Yep. And they might end up I think Stetson Bennett gonna end up starting sometime this season.
I think he will too, because Stafford, that little elbow, once the elbow starts to go, if you're a pitcher or if you're a quarterback,
Yeah.
not going to be good for you.
Don't be surprised if you see LA do a fire sale the rest of their stars, man.
Ugh,
Don't
man,
be surprised.
that'll be bad,
Yeah.
bad. That's my boy 99.
Aaron Donald, he might be up out of there, bro. Yeah. Hey, Jerry might be like, well, I'll give you a couple picks for him.
Anybody will take him.
Oh, for sure.
Bruh.
Absolutely.
There'll be people willing to give up the house for him. So, but I think you might be onto something there because I don't think the Rams are going to, about halfway through the season, we're going to know. You know what I mean? I don't see them giving the Niners a challenge for that division. But the Seahawks,
They're the second best team in that division.
saw them in the preseason. Like I said, sometimes in preseason you could pick up something from a team, and from with them, like when they were good, they always rallied around the football. You know what I mean? The game was always at like a Pete Carroll tempo.
Yeah.
It's faster, harder. Now it's just like, oh shoot, they look like they got that, man.
Yeah. And they got the captain of their defense back in Bobby Wagner, so I'm sure the defense will look more poised.
Yeah. That's what I'm like, they're gonna be there. But I think in the end, the Niners will win that division.
I agree.
If they get some quarterback play, bro, they're gonna make a deep run in the playoff.
I was gonna say, barring injuries, I can see them going to the NFC Championship again.
Oh yeah.
For sure.
I believe it's a 3-team race in the NFC, man. I believe it's gonna be either the 49ers, Cowboys, or the Eagles.
You think the boys can get back? I don't know, man. It's just for me.
Only one holding us back is Dak.
That's exactly what I was about to say. Dak just don't look good in the playoffs, man. Like,
you know what, man? I saw Micah Parsons on the pivot.
I watched that.
That man, he's ready to eat.
Yeah.
So when you got him on the D and you got Diggs, speaking of that, man, that whole thing with him and Dak, bruh, I'm like,
I don't think it was that serious.
Nah, but I'm just saying, what does his team actually think of him? Because we know what Amari Cooper said. I can't get that out my
Black
head.
Kirk Cousins.
Called that man the Black Kirk Cousins, man. Damn.
Nah,
now
for
I'm
real.
starting to think that's more of an insult to Kirk Cousins than to Dak, because Kirk actually is playing Pro Bowl football.
Yeah.
But Dak led the league in interceptions last year.
He did, yeah.
Then in the preseason, not preseason, but in practice, that one practice where you saw Diggs get the interception and talk smack to him, he actually threw 3 interceptions in that practice. You know what I'm saying? So it might be a bigger thing that McCarthy's taken over the offense this year than people thought.
Yeah.
But Kellen Moore spread out the offense a lot, and he made it so you have more options, more targets. You know what I mean? On all levels. You had like multiple targets, short, medium, long. With McCarthy, I don't know. Maybe McCarthy's like, we need to simplify. We don't want Dak thinking too much, so we're going to give him 1 or 2 reads and let him throw the ball. And, when that happens, you got to fit it in the spaces. So I don't think Dak's good at that. So that remains to be seen. We're going to see what's up, man. We are going to see what's happening. But let's poke our heads around the league, man, a little bit.
Yeah.
Eyeball test.
Okay.
Did you see Justin Fields play in Chicago?
Yeah, I saw him throw that. So what's it called? DJ Moore, his first tutty, and it was it was a little screen, but
Yeah, it was a screen, but overall, I was just looking again at command of the offense. Looks like he has command. He got some weapons.
That's what I'm saying. I think Justin Fields definitely gonna make a what's it called? I think he definitely gonna make a improvement this year, for sure. Especially now that he has a little bit more weapons. I can see them being a little bit better because I don't think in their division, who is it? I think it's gonna be the Vikings, the Lions, and I think them and the Packers are gonna be fighting for 3rd place, to be honest.
I think the Vikings are gonna take a step back.
But I still see they're gonna be like 1st or 2nd, though. I can still.
You think so?
Yeah.
Last year they won like 8 games by 1 possession, man.
But they also had one of the best comebacks last season as well. So I mean,
that's what I'm saying. It's like
they're up and down, But I do see Detroit going up, so that's why I'm like,
yeah.
we'll see.
Yeah, and then with that, when a team 1 year wins like 8 games by one possession, the next year
They'll
they seem to
lose.
lose 8 games by
Yeah,
possession.
yeah, for
So
sure.
it's not like they're a dominant team, and everybody last year thought they were paper champs anyway.
Hmm.
I mean, the Giants went in there and, bruh, they were the third best team in the NFC East. Went in there and beat them.
I'll say this, man. If Kirk Cousins didn't have Justin Jefferson, them boys would look a lot
Yeah,
worse. A lot worse,
yeah,
boy, because
exactly. That's a
Jettas is
he got the
whoo.
cheat code. He got a
Yeah.
cheat code, man.
You know what I'm saying?
Man. So, what do you think about CJ?
I think he'll improve over the season. Those first, you're going to make mistakes as a rookie. But, you know, watching him, he did look a little nervous in the pocket. You know what I'm saying? He didn't look like he was all the way locked in, I would say. A couple early mistakes and whatnot. But I think he'll be okay. I think the Texans are going to surprise a lot of the teams this year. Um, Hopefully, D'Amico he gets the chance that he deserves. You know what I'm saying? Because if you're really trying to build into a new regime, it's going to take a little bit. But you know, um, I think I think CJ will be okay. I think he will. He doesn't. They don't have that big name receiver, but they do have a very solid run game with running back. What's that boy? Damian Pierce. You know what
Yeah,
I'm saying? So who else? They've also picked up Dalton Schultz from y'all. So I think they'll be all right. I think you know we won't see anything spectacular per se, but I think CJ will kind of. I think he'll rise up to the occasion when needed.
yeah, I agree. But one thing that is very evident is that he's not going to be given the job because freaking
No,
Case Keenum and both Davis Mills, they both played well.
exactly.
Case Keenum was 9 of 14, 79 yards, got a tug. Davis Mills, 9 of 12, 99 yards in a tug. So, as he struggles, hopefully those two veterans are over there, taking him under their wing and, getting his head right.
Yeah.
And it would be to their advantage because one of them is going to be gone at some
Oh,
point.
for sure.
You know what I'm saying?
I
CJ
think
is
it's gonna
going to
be.
be there.
I think it's gonna be Case though, if anything.
So I think it's going to be Mills. You know why?
Why?
Case is a career backup. And that's all
He
he is.
is. He
That's all
is.
he is. Never going to be
Yeah.
a starter. He's a guy you plug in, when your starter goes down. Whereas I believe Davis Mills, he still feels he could be a starter in the league.
Yeah.
So, because
Yeah.
he's young, you
Yeah.
know what I mean? And he could be a starter somewhere and prove himself. You
Yeah.
never know. I think he is kind of what he is, but he's young enough to where maybe he could surprise. And plus, remember, he had a nice little streak where he was balling out.
Yeah. He's balling out, man. So
So
somebody might take him. Somebody will trade. I can see if they make him available. Somebody will take him.
yeah, I can see that too. Shit, he better get on this year because next year, quarterback draft is gonna be
Ooh, it's
sick.
gonna be. Ooh, yeah.
You know what I'm
Hey.
saying? Everybody gonna be in the Caleb Williams sweepstakes, but it's more than just him. Like
Caleb, you got what's that boy? Quinn Ewers, I believe. You got Shador, which I don't think people are talking about. I think he might shock some people. You got a
you
lot.
think so, huh?
I think so, man. Like, hey, we gonna see this year because he's playing like real Power Five schools and whatnot. But
Yeah.
I do think that shit, man.
Mm. Yeah.
Even someone I saw this year, what's that dude on the Browns? DTR, Dorian Thompson Robinson, man.
Yeah, yeah.
Like he looked good. I'm saying like he may not, he's not going to start right away, obviously, because they have Deshaun Watson. But I could definitely see him, sneaking his way. Maybe if another franchise was looking at him or something like that, given the opportunity.
I didn't even see the Browns play. Did what's his name play? Did Deshaun play?
Yeah, he played. He look, Deshaun is going to be Deshaun, man. Like I think with him, like it's just all about repetition. Because if you look at it, man, Deshaun, he's gonna be all right. He didn't play too much. I think he went 3 for 3 through 100% and only had 12 yards. Like
Okay.
it wasn't even like he really played. But I'm just like looking at it, his second year in the offense with a full off season. Browns got themselves a quarterback, especially
Yeah.
we've seen Deshaun Watson.
What else did you notice about the Browns quarterback roster?
Not much. I just saw I only paid attention to Deshaun and what's that boy?
Okay, I'm gonna
DTR.
name them all. You tell me what they have in common.
All right.
Joshua Dobbs, Kellen Mond, Dorian Thompson Robinson, Deshaun Watson.
Oh, they all black. But I will say this. I will say this. Kellen Mond is getting cut. That man is
Yeah,
garbage. Like, don't get
yeah,
me wrong.
yeah.
Like,
I know,
I
man.
watched him throw. I think they were playing the Jets in the Hall of Fame game. I watched him throw the ball, and it looked like he's throwing damn soft toss. I was like, ain't no way. Like, he threw a pick, and you see him with his head down. He's like, like, I'm just
Bruh,
like, dog, like, you just
I've
like
been watching him play since Texas A&M, man, and I've
as a
always
coach.
thought the same. I've never thought he was that good of a quarterback, man.
Nah, like I don't understand. Like, don't get me wrong. I'm sure because he's young and people think he might have potential, but still, I'm like, damn, dog. Like, he got to play with more confidence or something because he does not look good. He looks garbage.
Shoot, on the other side, Sam Howell didn't do bad. I think Sam Howell. I think a lot of people not giving him credit. I think
That's the
he'll
dude.
be starting.
He went to North Carolina, right?
Yeah, with North Carolina, he's 9 to 12, 77 yards. They had a tug in the game.
Okay.
I do believe Washington will be competitive. You know what I mean? They will.
That's because they got that defense,
And
that D
shoot,
line, and
they
Terry
got
McLaurin.
yeah, I was about to say they got
Terry
McLaurin
McLaurin.
too, man.
Yeah, yeah, they got McLaurin. But
Yeah, and
yeah,
Hal will get him the ball.
yeah,
You know?
for sure. He gonna be targeting him something crazy. I already know.
Yeah. So for everybody who's watching for the first time, anything like that with us, this is not our normal format. Usually we're going weekly. We will break down every single game. And believe me, it will be broken till it can't be broke anymore. We read you stats, we give our predictions. Normally Raider Mike will be with us and we'll have our season-long records and we keep track of our records all the way to the end to see who the champ is. And I believe, was I the champ 2 years in a row?
No, you weren't.
Who? Who was the champ last year?
It was either Raider Mike or I think it might have been Raider Lady.
No.
Nah, I think Raider Lady came in last.
We have to double check on that one. But
I know.
normally that's the format, you know what I mean? But I'm usually up in there, you know what I mean, in contention. I know I won one year, but
I remember the first year Raider Mike had the Raiders going 16-0. Goddamn.
yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah. So, for now, I believe this is one of the first times we did preseason. So,
no, this is I'd say so, yeah.
yeah, usually we start with the games, but we took a hiatus this year for a while. So we kind of letting everybody know we're back. And we, just kicking around some stats and stuff and things we've seen from the team so far this preseason. So
What's it called? I do want to see. I saw Tito say something about buying the hype on the Jets. Do you see anything on that? You watch any of their stuff? I know you're watching Hard Knocks, so
yeah,
what you thinking about that?
right. I think the Jets, they are going to be an AFC contender. A lot of people know they had a good defense last year, but they had a
Mhm.
great defense last year. They're good on all three levels. They have a damn good. They have an all-pro D lineman
Quentin
and a good
Williams.
D
Yep.
line.
Yep.
They have an all-world corner. You know what I'm
Sauce.
saying?
Sauce is
Sauce Gardner. You know what I
yeah.
mean? And the linebacking core is very solid.
Oh yeah.
So that defense is going to be to reckon with. So you got New England there. They, with
New
the
England's
offense,
they're scraping the bottom of the barrel. Oh
yeah,
yeah.
New England is going to bring up the rear in that division.
Yep.
It's going to be tough. Buffalo, but Buffalo took a step back. They're not,
Yeah.
they haven't progressed as much as people thought they would.
Mhm.
Josh Allen, he'll 3 quarters, he could be all world.
Hey.
Sometimes in the fourth quarter, he may fall apart. You know what I'm saying? He can't seem to get that signature win. So with the Buffalo, they're going to be around there. And then Miami, what's Tua going to do? I mean, it's kind of contingent on Tua.
Yeah, because their defense wasn't bad either. Miami's defense was actually pretty good, man.
Yeah,
I
the
like
defense is decent.
uh shit, yeah. If Tua can stay healthy, they'll be up there. Shit, Josh Allen and them boys. I mean, I know I know they have the
We
capability to
don't
get
know what's
into.
happening. Yeah,
Oh,
I
he said,
won
"Oh,
twice.
okay, you won twice." All right, then.
Yeah,
Nah.
see, Give me
I
some of that
think
credit. You know what I mean?
I think I
Thanks,
don't know,
Tito.
man. Are the Bills gonna look like they did in the '90s, make it and not win? Because at
Bruh,
this, okay, or
they,
they might not even make it. You know what I'm
that's what I'm
saying? Because at
saying.
this point,
They
so
they usually have a more solid defense. Their defense took a
they
step back.
do.
You know what I'm saying? So, and then offensively, you're gonna have to worry about Diggs and his attitude. I mean, what's that all about?
I
Something's
don't
going on
really.
there.
I think the thing is with him, man. I think he just want to win. From what I've seen, like he has that passion where like he just wants to win, and he's tired of like not,
Yeah,
and if Josh Allen, he ain't, if he ain't up to par, Stephon Diggs, he did the same thing to Kurt. Like, hey, he'll let you know, like this is what we need to do.
yeah.
You
Tito
know,
just brought up. Yeah, the Jets had the offensive and defensive rookies of the year last year.
that's right.
All right,
Garrett Wilson and Sauce, man. I mean, hey,
but
look,
but then Brees Hall got hurt.
exactly.
Remember,
He tore his
shit.
ACL. Shit,
Just think
like
if him, him and Garrett would have been battling for offensive rookie of the year.
they were, in my opinion. You
They
know what I mean?
Brees
So
Hall, man, he was getting
he
off.
was chunking them. I think with the addition of Aaron Rodgers, man, look, I know for them it's Super Bowl with bust right now because they have Aaron Rodgers. But if I'm being real, I can see them winning the division and making a deep playoff run, possibly to the AFC Championship. Because, in all honesty, man, for whatever reason, when Aaron Rodgers gets into the championship game, man, he just something happened.
Yeah,
Ever since he won that one Super Bowl, something happened. You know what I mean?
yeah.
So,
Plus, in the AFC, bro, you got the big bad wolf. You know
no, AFC, you got to worry about Mahomes. You got to worry about Allen. You got to worry about Burrow. You got man,
yeah.
like
Speaking of that, Burrow, he's gonna miss some time, right? He's gonna miss some
yeah.
weeks.
But I don't think it's like I think he'll be okay though. He's a tough cat. You
Is
know
he
what I'm
gonna be
saying?
okay for this? Because they say if you don't let that fully heal, that calf injury,
hmm
it's gonna linger for the whole year.
I
So,
think I think him. I think
what do
he's
you
gonna want
do?
to come back early. If I'm the Bengals and I want to make a Super Bowl run, I sacrifice my quarterback play for and at least the first 2-3 weeks.
Yeah, that's what I was about
I'm
to
gonna be
say. At least
honest.
3 weeks.
Yeah, I sacrifice that because at the end of the day, the first 3 weeks, like it's okay. I've seen what was it? Was it the Niners? I think they went like 0-5 or some shit. Then they went on like an 11 game win streak or something like that.
Well, shit, when Cowboys, when Emmitt Smith held out, know what I'm
Yeah,
saying? Shit, I think we started off 0-3, 0-2,
yeah,
0-3. Mo came back and we made a run.
yeah. So
So,
I'm saying, like, especially with that offense, and like everybody knows Joe Burrow is clear cut the captain of that team. He's not even like a vocal type of dude, but they know like they go as Joe goes. So if he's not 100%, like y'all, if he get if y'all play him early in the season and he gets hurt, like yeah, that's just dumb on their part. You know what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, yeah, like you want to win as many games as possible, but at the same time, like you want to be there in fucking, January.
well, that's true, man. I believe they'll sit his ass down. I mean, you got to. Even Jamar Chase was like, hey, if we got to sit him down for like a month or whatever until he's fully healthy, he's like, I don't want him back before he's fully healthy.
Yeah,
Oh shit. The stakes are high for the Bengals, man.
yeah, because they got a window right now. I mean, don't get me wrong, they got some young talent, but also you got to think about when it's time to re-sign this young talent. So they got a nice little window, but they got to get some shit cracking.
Hmm. Like I said, what's Tito talking about? Jets team, Jets young team, 3-time MVP. He's not buying it. He ain't buying it. I'm buying it, man. They're gonna be there. They
I'm
are gonna
buying
be there.
I'm buying it because this is the most talented roster Aaron Rodgers has been around, in my opinion.
Yeah.
Minus having a Hall of Famer and what's it called, Charles Woodson on the opposite side. Like I think this is the most talented roster he has had. So I'm gonna buy it, man, because if he's even like if you look at preseason, even he's even making Zach Wilson look good. You know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah.
the confidence and stuff that he's instilling in him, all that, like he you can see whatever they were saying in Green Bay about Aaron Rodgers. I can see at least from watching Hard Knocks that wasn't true. Like he's very much a team guy. He wants to. I mean,
Hold on.
no,
See,
I'm gonna
go,
say it
go ahead,
like
go ahead.
this. I'm gonna say it
Finish up,
like
finish
this
up.
because I say even like this. Like watching Hard Knocks, like, yeah, he shoot the shit and all that. He'll joke around with you. And I mean, like, the man even took a pay cut. When have Aaron Rodgers has been known to give me my money. He's been that quarterback. Give me my money. The man took a pay cut in order for the Jets to have more cap room to sign maybe a Dalvin Cook if Brees Hall isn't all the way healthy. Maybe sign somebody else. You know what I'm saying? Like, who knows? Remember, I was talking about LA possibly getting rid of Aaron Donald. Maybe we see them make a move for that. We don't know. But I'm saying at the end of the day, like, Aaron Rodgers looking like he wants to win another Super Bowl. Like, very much so. I think it's showing.
Man, look, we're gonna find out who everybody is when adversity hits. When everything is fine and dandy, you know what I'm saying? Everybody, it's all good. But one thing when I watch Hard Knocks that because I was wondering, because he has that air of arrogance to him.
Yeah.
A lot of people think he's cocky. A lot of people think he's aloof and doesn't really talk to his teammates or whatever. But certain people click with certain people. He obviously clicks with Cobb. He brings Cobb with him wherever he goes.
Yeah.
That's his partner. And then you look on the sideline, them two are together, standing together. So it's like, all right. And then they got Lazard over there too, right?
Yeah.
So he clicks with him, which is cool. But there was one part in the show towards the end. Someone was talking to him, and you could see like Aaron Rodgers is kind of trying to talk to him, but at the same time, little look in his face is kind of like, hey, man, just leave me alone. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, so it's still in there somewhere, you know what I mean? But
oh, I'm sure it is. Yeah.
I was impressed with the fact that him working with the younger quarterbacks, Wilson, and kind of giving him reads, helping him out on his drops, telling him what to look at in coverage. I was like, all right, that's good. But I wonder was he doing that with Jordan Love? Man?
I mean, he was talking him up and in his press conferences and stuff like that. Like, he's like, he thinks, the Packers got something good in Jordan Love, regardless of whether or not they had a good relationship. Because I look at it as this. I mean, shit, as far as I can see, like, he saw like maybe some NFL film stuff. Like him and Brett Favre, they look cool on the field. But if what Brett Favre wasn't really fucking with him for real.
Yeah, Brett Favre wasn't fooling with him at all. Brett Favre froze him out.
Exactly. So it's just like,
But Brett Favre, he's proven type of person he is, stealing all that money in Mississippi. But we won't go there. Allegedly.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Whatever.
Yeah. We don't want to be added to the lawsuit, man.
Allegedly. But I don't know what else you want to talk about, man. What else you got?
Did you get a chance to watch Anthony Richardson at all?
I did. And
what you think?
This is the thing with me with Anthony Richardson. I never thought he was good at Florida, man. I
Really?
thought, look, impressive athlete. You know what I'm saying? Dude, walk through the door. If you walk through the door with his shirt off, man, he'd be looking like Debo up in here. You know what I mean?
Sure.
Definitely athlete, run, jump, all that stuff. But I don't need that in a quarterback, man. I need you to be smart, read coverages, throw the ball to the open person. I don't need none of that extra shit. If you could run on top of that, that's cool. But I'd rather have you run like Patrick Mahomes and be able to throw like him than be able to run like Lamar Jackson and throw less accurate. You know what I'm saying? So when I looked at Richardson, but that one throw that he made for the interception,
I
was like, see, I do not like that in quarterbacks, man. But it's his first preseason game. A lot, some bullets coming at you. You got to do what you got to do. He's being more of an athlete.
Mm-hmm.
Now, hopefully, he'll get in the study room. The game will slow down, and he'll make better decisions.
For sure.
Because obviously, the guy is a tremendous athlete, but I want him to be a tremendous quarterback.
I mean, shit. The man is 6'4", 6'5", fucking 250. You know what I'm saying? So, you're gonna get that like kind of brutish type of like he's gonna be the hell of an athlete. But looking at his stats, man, I mean, 7 for 12, 58%. You know what I'm saying? In his first
that's
game,
about the same as college, man.
That's what he was at Florida. And you know what I'm saying? Especially with Jonathan Taylor, I mean, Jim Irsay said he's not going to trade him, but who knows? Um, I don't know, man. I think out of all the rookies, I think he's probably going to be the most disappointing out of the top quarterbacks that were taken. I don't think the Colts are going to see any, massive leap this season in quarterback play. But who knows, man? For all we know, that man could pop off the board. Couple other things that I want to touch on. I watched Bryce Young. I think he'll progress later on in the season. I
Yeah.
didn't see anything too much. Uh, Detroit, I think Detroit's gonna,
Hold
like I
on,
said,
hold
I
on.
think.
Let's go back to Bryce Young for a hot little sec.
Okay, okay.
So, when I look at him, I see the opposite of Richardson. Now,
Mm,
Bryce Young, numbers might not look impressive, but looks like he's in command. He looks the part, besides the part of being 5'9", 5'10", 5'11", whatever he is.
mhm.
But besides that, he has the poise, makes the right decisions. Looks like I won't say he's in command of the offense, but he looks like he's going to be.
Okay.
Some cats have that. Whereas like Richardson play, he look like
Yeah.
he's playing wild style. Like, oh shit,
Okay.
who's open?
Okay.
What's going on? What's going on there? Or there? Whereas Bryce is kind of like, boom, all right. He's not taking chances yet. He's not
Mm,
looking intermediate. He's like looking damn near like if he doesn't see it open immediately, check down. He knows
mhm.
exactly where his check down is. So I'll give him that. He'll be on his way. The thing with him, we got to see what starts happening when he starts hitting the intermediate to deeper routes, but totally look different than Richardson to me. So for him, I have a brighter outlook. We'll see what happens with Richardson. I hope he gets it, but we'll see what happens.
I think what helps out with Bryce Young too is that he has Frank Wright.
Yep.
I think because Frank Reich, I
Hmm.
mean, we saw what he did. He was there with luck. You know what I'm
Quarterback
saying?
guru.
Yeah, exactly. So I think, Bryce has a somewhat easier path when it comes to that, just because he has that quarterback, quote unquote, guru versus Anthony Richardson, man. Right now, the Colts seem like they're in fucking turmoil. You know what I mean?
Forgot who their head coach was, but their head coach is supposed to be good at
It's the Eagles. If I'm not mistaken, the Colts is the Eagles offensive
Stinch.
coordinator.
What's his name?
I don't know. I ain't gonna try to butcher it. Let me see. Let me see. Let me see. What's the
Get his name, but he's
Shane
supposed
Steichen?
Steichen. He's supposed to be good at
Yeah,
working with running quarterbacks, man.
yeah. So, I mean, shit, he had Jalen Hurts looking nice. You know what I'm saying? So,
That's what I'm saying. Well, we shall see.
yeah, man. I mean, shit. I don't know, man. I don't know. I think just going off the first week of preseason, man. I think it's gonna. I don't think it's gonna for whatever reason. Last season of football was just weird to me. Like it was a lot of weird stuff going on. So I think it'll be a bit. I think this football season in totality will be a lot better. I think we'll see a lot more surprises and whatnot. But I don't know, man. Any early rookie of the year predictions? Super early, super early.
Super early. I think it's way too early to tell. We're gonna have to wait till we get into like at least the second or third preseason games. We got to have Raider Mike here. So,
Yeah.
he always got some interesting takes, man.
Oh, for
So
sure, for sure.
once he gets in with us next week, maybe we'll start breaking some of that stuff down because
Okay.
I just
I
want to
like
hear
his
him. I want to hear him say the Raiders going to win the AFC or the AFC West, man.
He ain't gonna say that. He ain't gonna say that. Ain't no way. Ain't no way.
Hey, man, he just might.
I will say this though about the AFC West. The Broncos looking like they might be in fourth place again.
Real? Why do
Russell
you say
Wilson.
that?
Russell Wilson looked terrible, boy. He
Mm.
looked yeah, he looked like he's past his prime. Don't get me
Well, you
wrong, I
know
like
what?
their defense, but
Speaking of that, what's his name was saying? I heard someone talking saying that Sean Payton he likes his quarterbacks to drop back, make the reads, throw. And then the thing about Russell likes to improvise a lot. He
even
likes,
still, he was trying to do that and he couldn't. It didn't look good. It didn't.
yeah, man. Yeah, it may be all bad for them, and then Peyton may come back and eat his words. Because remember, he was talking shit about Nathaniel Hackett,
He
saying
was
that
talking big about Nathaniel Hackett. He said
saying
one
it
of
was
the
the
worst
worst
of
coaching
all
jobs in
time.
NFL history.
Yeah, like damn.
God, man, that's a long time, bro.
Like even like what's it called? Who was it that went 0-16 with the Lions? Like like you know what I'm saying? There's
What was
been
that, Matt
teams who
Patricia?
was it Matt Patricia? Or was
I
it Caldwell?
think it was, let me see.
Yeah,
You trying to look it up too? I don't think that was
yeah.
Caldwell, man. I think Caldwell probably made the playoffs and they fired him.
I think he did. I think they did that, and then uh Jim Schwartz came in, did the same thing, and they kept him.
Let me see.
Rod Marinelli.
It was Ryan Marinelli.
Yeah.
I was about to say it wasn't Caldwell because I know they fuck around and fire a black coach when he go 10-6.
Yeah, I'm saying shit.
Damn. 1-16. Whew. Yeah, bro. I
Yeah,
don't know,
man.
man. Anything else you want to touch on, young
Uh,
Padawan?
nah, man. I mean, shit. I'm just excited that football's back, baby. I'm just excited. I'm ready for the season to start. You know what I'm saying?
Me too, man. I mean, it's gonna be a good season. It's gonna be a lot of good teams, man. You know what I
Mhm.
mean? I'm looking over the divisions, and I was looking at NFC East, bruh. And at least three of the four teams again could be playoff contention. I don't know about the
Yeah.
Giants, if they gonna take a step back or not, but I think us and Philly definitely be there.
Mhm.
Look at the NFC South; it's gonna be horrible, and I think your boy
I think
Derek Carr,
I think the Saints gonna take it.
he gonna make out like a bandit. Because
Yeah.
Atlanta ain't gonna be all that because they got Ritter. He'll be their starter, and I'm not really a big believer in him.
Yeah.
You know,
Shit. Let's
go to
see.
the NFC North, Chi-Town.
I'm this is so I'm gonna call it now. I think Lions gonna win that division.
I think so too. You know, you've been on the Lions. This will be our third year. You've been on them
Yeah.
every
I've been
year.
on that little hype train since they hired Dan Campbell, man.
Yeah, they progressed. They progressed every year, so I can see them because I don't think the Packers will be there. And I do believe Minnesota's going to take a step back.
Mhm.
No, we already talked about NFC West. I think that's the Niners and
I think that's the
Seahawks
Niners. Yeah.
more than Niners.
Shit. AF,
AFC East.
that's gonna be a toss up.
You know what I'm saying? You got the Jets, Bills, and Dolphins.
Yeah.
Patriots will not be there.
Nah, they won't.
Shoot.
AFC North. Shit.
Yeah, that's going to be tough.
That's gonna be tough, dude. That's gonna be
Cincinnati,
tough.
Baltimore. I think Cleveland is going to step up and
The
be
Steelers
there.
are gonna step up too.
Steelers are going to be good.
Yeah.
The standard is the standard.
I
You
mean,
know what I'm
shit,
saying?
they scraped out a winning season last year, man.
Yeah,
Like, you know
yeah,
what I'm saying? So I can see it. I can see it.
yeah,
AFC
yeah.
South, the Jags.
That's the Jags, I
That's the
believe, to
Jags.
lose.
Yeah, for
You
sure.
know, Tennessee always they're coached well, so they'll be there.
I'm still confused as why DeAndre Hopkins went there. They don't have a quarterback.
So I have no clue. That was horrible. That was a horrible decision to me, but
Yeah,
who knows how it fits into his life and
yeah.
whatever else, man.
We'll
Maybe
see,
they
man.
offered the most money. I'm not sure.
Yeah, I don't know. We'll see. And then the AFC West, man. It's the Chiefs to lose. I mean, like it is what it is. It's the Chiefs. It's
Jeez,
the Chiefs.
but I think this is going to be the year the Chargers. I won't say they'll challenge. I think they're going to be better.
I'm still not a believer, man.
Nobody
Bro,
believes Justin.
but that's the thing, though. Like, look at what the Jags did last year in the playoffs, man. They came back down 27.
Bruh, I think the Chargers will be all right, man.
I don't know,
With
man.
Kellen Moore as the OC, I
Yeah,
think they can. I think Justin might fuck around and have like one of them breakout years, one of them
uh,
5,040
we t-
touchdown years,
we
man.
talking potential MVP season for Justin Herbert.
If they can win that division, hell yeah. You know what I'm saying? We'll have to see though.
I don't know, man. I gotta see it to believe it because I'm just not a believer in them right
Just
now,
imagine
man.
this. When he had good stats with Kellen Moore,
Mhm.
imagine Herbert with Kellen Moore. You know what I'm saying? He gonna get numbers, man.
Yeah.
Plus, he
Yeah,
got
plus they got Eckler, they got Keenan Allen,
that's what I'm
they got some,
saying. He got
yeah,
Williams.
yeah, they
They
got
got
some weapons. They got some
they got
weapons, man.
weapons.
Yeah.
So we gonna see. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna see. It's gonna, like you said, it's gonna be an interesting season, man. It's gonna be great.
Honestly, I'll say this for the Chargers. I hope for their sake, Keenan Allen gets enough spotlight this year because he has been so underrated his entire career, man. Keenan Allen is one of my favorite receivers, and I don't even like the Chargers, but Keenan Allen is nice, man. He's one of those
And,
receivers that don't get talked about.
and he looked like the game.
He definitely looked like the game.
Yeah, I don't know. I like him too. Plus, he's a Cal product. So,
That man made his stepbrother look good as hell, Cal. Remember that?
oh, I know.
He made him
Yo,
look hella good. Boy.
he did. But with that said, man, we're gonna sign off for this week. We're gonna be back next week. We're gonna watch more preseason games. We're gonna break down more players, have more training camp info, and we'll also have our third man on deck, Raider Mike. So
Mike.
we're gonna get it cracking again next week, same time. Until then, sign off. Architect.
Oh, my bad. It's been a minute. Nah, hey,
Yeah.
it's your buddy Young Architect, man. I appreciate y'all for tuning in, and I'll catch y'all next week.
Yes. It's Big G signing.